So finally, a new DLC dropped for GTA Online, and holy crap, this DLC has been 6 years in the making. We have been talking about casinos in GTA Online for years. I remember talking to my mates about the possibilities of having a casino in GTA Online, and finally my dream has come true. Now on to the point of the video. I'm going to give you a whole review on what I thought of the casino and is it worth buying. The very first thing we're going to talk about is a casino. Now, in order to enter the casino, you do not need to own much at all. You only need to buy a $500 membership. Now, this $500 membership gets you into the casino so you can play the games. It also gets you $5,000 tokens, so you can use those tokens to bet and play the gambling games and all that kind of stuff. So it is very cheap to go into the casino, which I do love that Rockstar didn't make it so expensive to the point where you had to buy a property in order to enter the casino, which I think is very cool. Now moving on to some of the card games you can play, which is such as roulette, blackjack, card poker, and 3-card poker. Now there are stations set up. You can literally go up there and you start playing them. I think this is very cool how Rockstar have added in many different games to play at the casino. This is absolutely incredible. And on top of that, there is slot machines. There are many different slot machines such as Fame or Shame, Infinite Rage, Diamond. There are so many more. Some other activities include betting on horse racing and the Lucky Wheel. Now the Lucky Wheel is very cool because you can win a lot of free different things such as clothes, such as chips, and many other different things. Now keep in mind, the one sad thing about the Lucky Wheel is you can only play it once a day because it is free and you do win free stuff. But I still think it's very cool, so you can come back once a day and win some free stuff. How cool is that? The very last thing I will say about the casino before I do move on to the penthouses is the fact you can buy chips. Now I bought 45,000 of them, which means it cost me 45,000 to buy all of them. I think the max you can buy is 45,000. And now let's move on to penthouses. Now there is 3 types of penthouses you can buy. You can buy the crash pad, the party penthouse, or the high roller. Now the 3 differences between all of them is what you get. Now the crash pad is very basic. It only comes with the master penthouse, so it doesn't come with anything else, such as the garage, the extra bedroom, the lounge room, the media room, the bar and party hub, the spa, the private dealer, and the office. So the only thing this one comes with is the master penthouse, which is alright if you just want to start out and buy a penthouse without buying all the extra stuff you really don't need. Now moving on to the second most expensive one, and I would call this the middle one, which is the party penthouse. Now this one comes with the master penthouse, the extra bedroom, the lounge area, the bar and party hub, the spa, and that is it. Now the stuff it doesn't come with is the garage, the media room, the private dealer, and the office. And in terms of color and patterns, it only comes with the middle one. So the color is the middle color and the pattern is the very, I wouldn't call it the middle pattern, but it's like on the very edge of like the middle. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So for 3.7 million, you get quite a lot of things, but it's, once again, it's stuff you really don't need. If you don't have the money for it, then there's no point of buying all this extra stuff, because in reality, I don't see a point of you using all this extra stuff. Like you might use it once or twice, but you don't use. Now moving on to the most expensive penthouse, which is 6.7 million. Now this comes with absolutely everything I mentioned before. It also comes with the most expensive color and the most expensive pattern. Now obviously, if you do have this kind of money laying around, it would be cool to buy it. It's definitely cool to own it, but is it really worth it if you don't have the money? No, not really, because it doesn't have much Now, whatever penthouse you decided to buy, you will have access to these 3 different floors. You will have access to the casino, the roof terrace, and the parking garage. Now if you bought the penthouse with the penthouse garage, you will have it. Now keep in mind, the penthouse garage is very useful. It comes with 12 car spaces, which is very nice if you want to buy some of the new vehicles that came out in this DLC, or you want any other existing vehicles from the past DLC. Now for my very last point in this video, is the penthouse worth buying? Is it really worth that $1.5 to $6.5 million? And in my opinion, it is really not worth it. Now why the big reason that it's not worth it is because the fact there's no business behind it, which I was really expecting there to be a business. Now if you do have 10-20 million laying around in your account, you may buy it because you just want something cool to hang out with your friends, and this is definitely the place. If you want to chill on top of the rooftop with a bunch of your friends and have a good time, this is definitely the place for it. But it is not worth it. If you're a grinder and you grind at this game, this is definitely not worth it. Like, the penthouse is a bit of a waste of money. And in terms of garage space, it's only 12 spaces. So I don't really, I know you can buy a bigger garage for the same amount of money and have many more cars. So it really isn't worth buying. And on top of that, it only costs $500 to actually get into the casino to use majority of the stuff. So that's the big reason why the Penthouse is really not worth buying, is because all the stuff you can do at the casino, you can do just for $500.